harnessing all that power to help you in the most effective way of achieving clearer skin. Skincare tech lovers, today we're unboxing the ZIIP Dot, and I'm giving you my first impressions. Not using blue LED or red, but something else entirely differently. This has had a lot of buzz, so let's find out if it's genius or if it's just more skincare hype. I don't do fluff, and welcome to this channel if you haven't seen my videos before. My name is Chris. This video isn't sponsored, and this is going to be real, raw, and packed with every single thing I think you would possibly want to know about this device, and I think some things will surprise you. So go and get yourself a drink, and by the end of it, I promise, you will be an A+ student in this topic, and maybe I may have saved you a lot of money in a few ways. If you are looking for a simplistic, portable way to zap those unwelcome breakouts without compromising your skin barrier or risking post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, this is especially important if you've got melanin-rich skin. This might just be the device that could solve a lot of people's issues, and at a more affordable price to anything else in the ZIIP line. There'll be chapters down below for everything if you want to skip to what you would prefer to absorb first, but if not, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this video and I'll take you through the whole concept and let's give it a try. This post wasn't sponsored, but I would like to say thank you to ZIIP and the lovely Shah for sending this out to me. The packaging is sleek, it's very Apple. So within the box, we've got the device itself. It is tiny, it's curved, it's lightweight, minimalist. I like to refer to this as a donut. And this being so precise into what it doesn't do much more than what it's supposed to be doing. This is very intentional. You also get the anti-blemish treatment gel, and this will be key to making the device work properly. If you are new to electrics in general, I'd recommend for you to watch my video on microcurrent down below in the description, and that teaches you a lot more on the importance of microcurrent gel, whatever brand you're using, as long as it's effective and meant to be used for that device, then you're onto a winner, and that's what helps make it more efficient. Definitely recommend to geek out on that video if you want to learn more about these sort of technologies. It also comes with the USB charging cable. So a quick question for you lot. Have you ever tried any beauty tech devices at home? Pop it down in the comments below. I love hearing what works for you, and not just brands or branded posts claiming what it does. I actually like to hear what your personal experience is, and I'm a cynic, so if you can relate, you are totally in the right place, and feel free to share this to anyone else who you probably keep nearer you, because we kind of gravitate towards each other. And please feel free to share this to anyone that you think would enjoy this sort of technology or approach as you and I both have. I do wish this USB cable was longer. The more I think about it, even though I prefer longer cables when it comes to charging, you're not going to be using this while it's plugged in, so it really doesn't have any benefit for having excess material to charge the device. You'll charge it, you'll use it. Oh my gosh, that wasn't meant to happen. Okay, so we've already answered a future question that I was going to ask, which was, do we need to charge it? The answer is no, it will turn on. Just be mindful that this can turn on quite quickly. And little logo things happened here, but we're not going to do that yet. Keep watching the video and we'll do each thing in steps, because I need a bit of strategy when it comes to this video. Otherwise, I will be talking here all day. So we have some instructions. Apply 4 to 6 pumps of clear gel to the treatment area. Hold down the power button. Place the electrodes onto your skin. The treatment area should be in the center of the device. Rotate the device clockwise and anti-clockwise on the skin, working your way around the face. Your device will automatically turn off once treatment has finished. Cleanse your face thoroughly and clean your device with a dry cloth. For treating one area, apply 2 to 3 pumps of clear gel to single press the power button. Place the electrodes onto your skin. The treatment area should be in the center of the device. Rotate the device clockwise and anti-clockwise on the skin. Your device will automatically turn off once the treatment has finished. Cleanse your face thoroughly and clean your device with a dry cloth. Interesting, so this is a little logo that's showing. I don't know if that picks up. So holding down the button from turned off activates the full face. Clicking it once will activate a treatment area if you are treating just one breakout. Pretty cool. And no app needed with this, which is a surprise. And I like the fact that they do that because of the way it's positioned with the price. It's as advanced as it needs to be because the tech is advanced. It doesn't need to kind of have those extra frills of an app. And I do like that simplicity, especially when you're buying this, specifically concerned about breakouts. It will do just that and nothing else. And I actually really like that simplicity. Let's carry on with the next segment of the video. So what exactly is the ZIIP Dot? Well, it's the first handheld device that is specifically designed to target blemishes using two things: microcurrent and nanocurrent technology. This is basically facial electrics. It's essentially a rapid response tool for breakout, and it's portable, subtle, I would say, but not in this color, and super quick to use, unlike a lot of other home devices that use things like blue LED, which can help to kill bacteria, but they've also been reported to trigger melanin production and could lead to further pigmentation issues, especially on those with deeper skin tones. What's different about the ZIIP Dot is it's combating blemishes using electricity, not with light, and in the cutest form factor ever. I'm saying this to equip you with as much information as possible, but if this is a concern for you, I think this advancement in tech could be something really exciting and definitely a much more inclusive option when we look at how we are tackling breakouts. So the ZIIP Dot works with electricity, not with light. And by using this, which uses electricity, you're not risking what has been reported from excessive blue LED, which can be uneven skin tone, stubborn dark marks from that frequent use because of how it can affect those with deeper skin tones. It is important to note though that blue LED can be beneficial and healing, and of course the sun has blue light, you could say, but it really is important to open up these conversations and to be aware of potential risks of hyperpigmentation and other pigment changes when discussing products that use only blue LED. Because these are using it in a much more concentrated, directed, and pure way. It's not like the sun, for example, that has different wavelengths of light. There's more of a full spectrum, like my studio lights, for example. So after all of that, have you ever tried blue LED for breakouts, and did it work for you? Or did you notice more pigmentation after? I would love to know if this has personally affected you, and drop your experience down in the comments below. I personally really like blue LED for breakout. However, I will say I was never that impressed with how quick it could address the breakout. It always reduced the breakout for me, so that was always good enough. But in terms of something that really kind of jaw dropped me, it didn't do that. So this will be really interesting when a real juicy breakout knocks on the door. I wonder how quick this will tell it to go away. Now onto the good stuff. The Dot uses microcurrent to reduce inflammation, calm the swelling, and help clear up blemishes. It also uses nanocurrent. This is the only device that does. This will mimic your body's natural electrical signals and help to support that cellular repair and regeneration, which I've made a video on, by the way. That info will be down below in the description. Together they work in unison to clear and calm the skin without harsh acids, without drying agents, without UV exposure, and that's why this could be a game changer. And I'm kind of annoyed this didn't exist when I was suffering the worst with breakouts, which was when I was a teenager. So the treatment gel we saw in the unboxing is made up of ingredients such as aloe vera, mint. It has phenoxyethanol, which is a preservative, but it has it really nice and low down, which means it's a big tick from me and okay. It has cucumber extract, and it has glycerin and propiondiol. This is hydrating, soothing, and calming for the skin anyway, let alone a device that will actually drive that deeper into the skin. This is talking just about the hydration and healing elements, without even talking about how it's going to address the breakout. And a controversial topic, which I am a bit of a hypocrite with as well, because I've definitely used the non-typical gels when it comes to microcurrent. However, what I will say is that they've always been conductive. So I've always done my research, and I'll link all those down below, but I always aim to stick with the manufacturer's gel or serum. But I wanted to ask you watching, do you follow the rules and use the same product to get the expected results, or do you kind of go a bit off-piste and use something different? And have you sometimes been surprised that the results aren't as good? I don't like myself for this part anyway, but this is as close to a breakout blemish that I have right now. Don't look at me like that. I have paid my dues when it comes to breakouts. What I wanted to do for this video, and to also pay respect to younger me that would never have had the confidence to do this, I'm not wearing a single thing. I just have under eye cream, and I put some product in my and I put some product in my eyebrows. That's it. So I am totally ready to apply this anywhere. And I thought that was important, especially for the topic of this video. Makeup is not a sin when it comes to breakouts and blemishes. You can do whatever you feel comfortable, and I'm so grateful that I was able to address my breakouts probably with the worst makeup and the worst makeup skills ever, but it was at a real time in my life. And I think had I known that, you know, my skin ever would have cleared up, or that I would feel confident without anything on my skin, is just crazy. So I hope you watching, if this is a topic that does affect you, which it potentially is if you clicked onto this, I really wanted to pay that ultimate respect and show that this really does mean a lot to me. Just because the way I look doesn't change what I've been through. So I hope that empathy comes through the lens and the screen right now. This is something I'm really passionate about. Breakouts, congestion, clear skin, not so clear skin, just skin in general. I'm a trained beauty therapist and it really is my passion. So I do hope you will enjoy the rest of this video, but I just wanted to give a bit of context. When you see this little thing and you think, what on earth is he doing that? Just thank me that, you know, I'm a trooper and I'm trying to add a bit of first time use in the first video that I do, which isn't something that I did before. Usually I just dive straight into the geeky stuff, but we're trying something different this time. So one thing that surprised me was the fact that this doesn't need an application. I actually have the app anyway because I have the Halo device. If you're interested in that, by the way, that will be down below. I thought I would need to use it with the app for this, but I actually don't. This is so simple to use, and I'll show you exactly how to. Like I said, this is the little blemish that I've got at the moment, and we're gonna see how this works. I have not used this yet, and I'm really, really excited. So I've got my clear gel ready, and I've got my dot, so we're gonna do this together. I'm going to, so I've applied a small amount of gel to the area. What does it smell like? It smells a little bit like tobacco gun-y, if you've ever smelt that. So you press the dot once for a 90-second quick session, or you can hold it down for a 6-minute full face option if you're feeling fancy or you want to address multiple breakouts in one session. So I'm going to, I'm excited. So you want to make sure the breakout is in the middle of the donut. Okay, it's very gentle. It's like a mild tingle. It's a little bit like nettle stinging. I'm gonna put some more serum on just in case, because I really, really want to make sure that this is like, oh my God, I'm not doing this well. I don't like this bottle already. Also, you wouldn't be doing this in like an office filming studio. I don't want to waste this. Ugh. I applied a lot more to the skin just to make sure that I was doing this as accurate as possible. Okay, pressing it once. So just turning it clockwise and then anti-clockwise. I needed a bit more of the microcurrent serum. So it's important to make sure that you can feel, if it's feeling a little bit too prickly, almost like a nettle sting, then you need to apply more serum. It shuts off when it's done, and I love that. There's no guessing, there's no overdoing it. So as mentioned, it would be 90 seconds for the one treatment area. How does that feel? Kind of feels warm. Feels a bit like flushed. I'm really glad this happened while I was filming this on the first time. So it switches from treat mode to calm mode, and I thought it was alternating throughout the whole time, but it's not. It actually does treat mode fully, and then it puts calm mode, which then soothes the skin. Because I was like, it's kind of on, but it's not really doing anything. And it just felt like, almost like a really weird sensation. I'm gonna do it again, just because I want to experience exactly what the first 60 seconds is like, or however long. So I'm turning it clockwise, anti-clockwise. It just feels tappy, a little bit like, ooh, but not like, if you've ever had those like ab TENS things. Like I bought one from JML from like a supermarket that was like the butterfly one that I was way too young to get something like that, but I was allowed to get it, and it like kind of like EMS. So now it's on calm mode. This is really nice mode now. It just doesn't feel like anything. It just vibrates and goes blue every few seconds. Almost feels just warming. Right, so it's about 30 seconds. So 60 seconds for treat, and then 30 seconds for calm. There we go. That's a cool little discovery we made together. I like the fact that it just does it automatically, that there's no guessing. It's just you treat, and then you do your due diligence, you do the work, then you do the reward, and then you're done. So what they tell you to do after is wash off that skin, because this is where it gets really cool. What I'm going to do right now is include a segment from an event that I went to for the ZIIP Halo and the ZIIP Dot, where Emily Buckwell, who is the queen of current body, explained beyond well it would be a sin for me to even try, even though I do in these videos. It sums up perfectly how that technology works and how it actually removes any of that bacteria in that breakout. She sums it up perfectly. So Emily, take the wheel.
It uses a particular level of -400 microamps of microcurrent at the start, which pulls that bacteria out. Then it switches into nanocurrent, and nanocurrent is that very, very low frequency, and the nanocurrent will lock in what the microcurrent has done, treats the inflammation, because let's face it, sometimes worse than the breakout itself is what happens afterwards, right? So it treats the problem, and then it helps it resolve itself quicker.
But Chris, this gel is kind of fancy, and you even said the ingredients are really good, so why would I need to wash it off my face? Well, I usually love a leave-on formula, but when it comes to this specific treatment, which is literally pulling out that bacteria from a breakout, this can take time, but there will definitely be some surface area bacteria from that, meaning that you're not going to want to leave that on the skin. So even though this feels really nice on the skin, I'm going to go wash it off quickly now and then come back to finish this video. There's a few more things to talk about here. Who is this for? I'm going to break it down into like a top tier, one meaning the most important, and I think this would help you the most, and then third being the least. So this is ideal if you are prone to hormonal breakouts, stress bumps, or the reactionary blemishes that always seem to pick the worst time to arrive. If you are suffering with hormonal breakouts and it's a constant thing, this is going to pay for itself very, very quickly. But I also like the idea of having it just kind of there as a treatment that you would actually expect to have in a salon, because this is a very, very unique bit of tech. No other company on the planet offers this sort of technology in a handheld device at home, and this is really unique to ZIIP. What I like about the Dot is where it's priced, and that's where things get really interesting. And make sure to hold on till the end of the video where I'll teach you how to save even more money on the gels, this, or anything else ZIIP. This could also, though, be brilliant for anyone with sensitive skin, or for those with, as I mentioned, deeper complexions who don't ever want to take any potential risk of pigmentation triggers of harsher treatments or blue LED. Who else would this be good for? If you are someone who doesn't like to nuke or treat your entire face with anything, that could be acids, breakout treatments, just because of that one breakout, this gives you a much more targeted approach and a lot less aggressive. So another question, does this sound like you? Because I'm curious, do you like treating breakouts with a full routine overhaul, or do you go in with just, well, I have a breakout here, or I have a breakout here all the time, or every month, and I'm just gonna treat here? Or do you literally go, oh my gosh, my skin's breaking out, change everything? And be honest with this, because I've definitely been every answer imaginable. But right now, I prefer more of a treat this area only and leave the rest of my skin, because they don't need to suffer just because of one area. But again, zero judgment here, ever, but I would love to hear your honest comment. Frequently asked questions and how to save money. Can I use this device every day? Yes, it's safe enough to use every day until the blemish starts to clear. Should I be cleansing first before using this? Absolutely. Number one, you want the conductive gel to reach to where it needs to get, which is beneath the skin. All those electrical currents will just dart around the surface of the skin, and it won't do anything too deep within the skin. And that's where you want to be addressing it when it comes to reducing and removing that breakout and blemish. As for results, this is very case dependent. As what ZIIP say, you'll start seeing visible results quickly, but real clinical results will show up around the 2 to 4 week mark with consistent use. This is if you are suffering with breakouts all over or really congested skin. But it will be really interesting when I have a real juicy breakout and I will film this and put it on the channel and we will time how long it takes to get rid of it. So if we have a deal there, I will do that if you subscribe, like the video, and leave one comment. What about the price? It's not cheap. And when you compare it to facials or clinic treatments, or even the cost of an LED mask or ongoing LED sessions, this then becomes a one-time investment that you can use again and again. So actually I would say this is a good investment and cost effective. It's cheaper than the Halo device because it's specifically targeted just to treat the breakouts. So I like the fact that this is a more affordable price, but I've got your back because as this video is not sponsored, I do get to enjoy sharing a affiliate link and codes down below, which not only means that you can help support this channel, but you'll actually get a discount too on this, on the Halo, and on the gels, on any gels actually. All of that will be linked in the description where you can get it with an exclusive discount for this channel. Really important for me because it's not about, you know, recruiting people to something. This is why I talk about so many different things on my channel. When it comes to natural deodorants, I know this is a real side topic, but it's something I'm known for online for reviewing. It's never about that first order. I actually pushed to the company to make sure that it would be forever discounts because for me, a refill and a replacement of things to use the first thing that you bought is a far more sustainable way of looking at treatments or beauty and skincare. So yeah, a little bit of behind the scenes on this channel on what we try to aim for. But if I can ever save you money, I always will, because I always appreciate it when I watch a video and I can save a bit. So all that information will be down below in the description and in the comments, and you'll have to let me know which color you go for. Final thoughts. I am honestly impressed. I think it's simple. I love how travel friendly this is. This isn't kind of, you know, long and pronged or a bigger mask specifically for breakouts. It's a nice form factor. It feels really sturdy as well. It feels well built. It isn't waterproof. It tells you to clean it with a cloth. That would be my only thing that I would have loved. Knowing that something is fully waterproof just reduces my anxiety with things like that. I found the treatment overall refreshingly gentle, but I was kind of surprisingly impressed with when it was doing like the hustle work that I really felt something happen. And like I said, it's comfortable, but you definitely feel like something's happening. So I would say as a non-drying, non-aggravating solution to a one-off blemish, even for full face blemishes that you're looking to target, I like the fact that this hasn't left my skin feeling tight or overly dry. I've not had to change my skincare, even though I still would if I was dealing with many breakouts. Would you like a ZIIP Dot versus ZIIP Halo video? That's the only video that I could imagine maybe someone would want to watch. Otherwise, let me know down in the comments what you would like to see, or if you have any specific questions that you'd like answered. Please do hit like if this helped you out, and subscribe for more skincare tech reviews that are always transparent. And do not forget to grab your discount link below in the description and the comments if you are eyeing this one up. I cannot get over how much it looks like a donut. Like if they did this in a beige color, oh, beautiful. When I get a really juicy breakout, I will film it. And I will hopefully see you then because you've subscribed and you put the notification bell on. If you don't want to say goodbye just yet, there will be some videos popped up on the screen right now, which will direct you to a video that YouTube thinks you would like, and a video that I think you would like, and a direct link to my skincare, makeup, and tech favorites on my Shop My storefront, which is down in the corner. I will see you in the next video, and I really hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.